go away, you little cheeky girl. You don't tell me to go away. Good morning, iFam. How's everyone doing today? We've just finished packing the whole van up because we're actually checking off this campsite today. We've packed everything up, everyone's had showers. Chris has just gone over to get his now, and we're heading, well, shall we say where we won't say where we're heading, but I'm very excited to head somewhere today that we actually went to the last time we came to Portugal. No surprise there. It was a place that we went to actually a few times, and we went back with some friends that we'd made that we're still really good friends with now. They live over in Ireland.
It's gonna complete something, and it's gonna make it so we've done something this year and then we've done the other thing. So it's gonna like be the extra part of something.
Yeah, we started something, Isla, and we're finishing it today. What are you doing?
Tomatoes.
What do you want?
Tomatoes.
You want some tomatoes? Mila's just currently emptying the fridge of all the tomatoes and the fruit. Esmés having kiwis. Need to sort this fan out. I'm actually just going to go and prepare these tomatoes because they're a little bit too small. Mila, on a scale of 1 to 10, are they good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my question wasn't very accurate there, was it?
Tomatoes.
Oh, tomatoes.
Alright guys, welcome to Lidl in Sagres. So we just drove past Torres Campo, which is very, very cool indeed. Just seeing all the places, we drove past Los and all the cool places that we, spent so much time in back in 2020. This is one of them. We are currently on our way to the most southerly point in mainland Europe. Now, earlier this year, if you guys have been following us for a while, you'll have seen that we went to Scandinavia and we did an absolutely crazy trip right to the very top of the Arctic Circle, and we went to the most northerly point of mainland Europe up there called Nordkap. And we said while we were up there, we made a joke about how cool it would be if in 1 year we could go to the very northerly point of mainland Europe and the very southerly point of mainland Europe. And we didn't think we'd actually doing it because we had no plans to come to Portugal at this point. But now we're here and today we're about to do it. We're about to fulfill that. We're going to have done the most northerly point and the most southerly point of Europe in 1 year, in 1 6-month period actually, which is pretty cool. Very, very cool indeed. So that's today. I don't know if you guys remember from when we were here last time in 2020, if you've been following for a while. So there's a really beautiful lighthouse, which is basically the most southerly point of mainland Europe, a place called Sagres. And the sunsets there were insane. We used to drive up there all the time for the sunsets and then watching the stars afterwards because the stars up there were insane. Why?
I'm sure people who say, no, it's not the northerly point. This place is...
Southerly point.
Southerly point, sorry. I'm sure people who say this one is, but it is the...
No, it is, no, you might be thinking of Scotland with John O'Groats.
No,
and then,
I'm not. I'm sure they used to say it about this place as well.
Oh well,
either
anyway.
way, whatever.
Okay, it is the most lovely part of Europe. Just FYI. So there we go. Alright, so we're just in Lidl, picking up some bits and bobs, probably bits and bats for some dinner tonight, and tomorrow we've got a nice little menu we want to fulfill over the next couple of days. We're purely wild for the next couple of days before we do kind of like a roundup last big ender to this trip. Is that what this is coming up?
Yeah, well, we were going to do France, Spain and Portugal, and we're now in Portugal, so this is the
yeah, alright, so this is so we're coming up to in a couple of days time the last big ender to this trip, which I'm really looking forward to, but we've got a couple of days on the wild before then, so that's what we're doing right now.
It was those ones.
Okay, we're just reminiscing over our vegetarian diet that we had when we were last in Portugal.
We were vegetarians for a year.
We were like full veggies when we were in Portugal last time, and these were definitely on the menu more than once, I remember.
Burgers, I remember.
Yeah, I do, very much so. Alright guys, welcome to sunny Sagres. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, I think I am. So this is the town that is just where the most southerly point of mainland Europe is basically. We are not going to that until closer to sunset, but right now we're taking a nice little stroll to one of our favourite spots that we came to a couple of times when we were up here last time, and that is a little cafe. Does a very nice cold beer, which I'm absolutely dying for right now. I think they used to do a really nice cheese toasty sandwich here that we used to come for. Being strictly vegetarian back then, I'm sure that was probably what we would have come for here.
I have a picture, I'll try to find it and we can maybe insert it if we find it.
Yeah.
Look, I took a picture in the bathroom here. Oh my gosh, it's so cool at the back.
She's a child on her own. Child of her own.
So funny because it's the exact same woman who's like serving in this place as it was 3 years ago. The exact same woman. And,
how crazy you recognise someone though.
Yeah, I know, it is
straight
mad.
away.
Yeah,
Obviously
yeah,
she didn't recognise us,
instantly.
but we recognise her straight
Yeah.
away.
And the menu's exactly the same, snack menu. So you get a sandwich or a cheese toastie, and we've gone for.
No, you can get other things, but not this time of day.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So like we must have come at this time of day before because yeah, this time of day it's snack menu, which is basically like baguettes, sandwich. We've ordered some omelette
Or
baguettes
toasters.
or like cheese toast type things. Yeah. So,
Well, we've got cheese toasters for Jace, and Mila and Isabel ordered cheese and ham toasters.
yeah, and then we've gone for some omelette baguette thingy. Maybe do those. They look really good.
Yeah.
So Sagres, I don't know why I got this in my head wrong, but I did. And now I feel a fool because I've gone all day about how in the last 6 months we went to the most northerly point of mainland Europe, and we're going to go to the most southerly point of mainland Europe today. No, we're not. We're going to the most southwesterly point of mainland Europe today. The most southwesterly point. So my whole thing about doing both the north and south in 6 months is rubbish, and now I'm sad. Punta de Tarifa in Spain is the most southerly point of mainland Europe.
Southerly.
So we drove past that. We actually just drove past that on the way
So
here
we
to
did do
Portugal.
it then. We kind of did it.
It's kind of sketchy
If
that
we
bit.
drove past it, we did it. We've been to it.
Okay, so today we're doing the most southwesterly point. So that means we've done the most northerly and the southwesterly point in 6 months. That's still legit.
Just came back to the van. It's so windy out there. Oh my goodness, I couldn't film anything other than montage because I don't think I've ever felt wind like that before. Actually, ever in my whole life. It was almost blowing Mila over, wasn't it? She's like eating a rich tea. I don't know how, my children love rich tea biscuits. So does Chris. And to me, they genuinely taste like cardboard. Are you eating a cardboard biscuit?
Yeah.
Is it good? Is it yummy? Yeah. Look at your hair. So yeah, we decided to come back to the van. It was so cute, didn't you?
Daddy, Mommy.
What, darling?
It's my dad.
Oh, it's two people walking. Did we go in the big wind? Mila thought her hair were going to blow off, so she kept holding her hair on. Do you think your hair was going to blow off? So we're just going to sit here. Mila's going to eat cardboard biscuit. I'm going to wait for Daddy and the girls to get back. And Jace. Yeah. Also, guys, just speaking about hair. Oh my gosh, they're already back. We've literally just got back to the van. We must walk slowly, Mila. They will be shouting at me. I don't know which button it is to open the door. There you go. Quick. Speaking of hair, I really would. Some of you guys are gonna be like, no, don't even do it. Don't think about it. No. And some of you guys will definitely be like, yeah, it's about time. I've been thinking about having Jace's haircut because I love his hair, and if it was up. But I feel like it's always tied back and scraped back and in his face unless it's scraped back. And so, I don't know, I've just been thinking about still long styles for boys, but just like having it cut, you know? It's got past the length now that I think. But he doesn't want it cut, so obviously I'm not going to make him have it cut. I don't want a debate in the comments about whether we should or shouldn't cut his hair because it's ultimately up to Jace. And Jace doesn't want it cut, so I'm not going to force him to have his hair cut, but I am going to try and encourage him. I found the cutest boy's haircut today.
Oh, let me see.
Esmé thinks he should have it cut as well.
I really would like us to have his hair. Because when I look like old pictures of Jason's haircut, it just looks really cute.
Where are you? Oh, there you
yeah.
are. Look at that one. How cute is that?
It's too short.
Is that too short? Oh, I only googled this, so these are none of my pictures. Don't own any rights to any of these pictures. Just a Google image. A Google. But look how cute that hair is. That's not too short, is that?
But
Still
his hair's
quite
too
long.
thin for that.
Do you think? Yeah, but his hair looks thin. I don't think it will be when we cut it. I think his hair looks thin because it's
That's
so
too
long.
It can't be off his neck. It can't be like off his shoulders.
Is that too short?
Yeah, it's too short.
I think that's so cute. I think he'd look so smart with that hair. Okay, Jace, you ready to see?
Yeah.
Would you like your hair cut like this. Look how cool that boy's hair is. Isn't it so cute and so smart?
Nah.
Do you like it?
No.
Why?
Don't know.
What about just a little bit?
No.
What about just a trim? A surfer dude hair trim?
No.
Do you want your hair cutting at all?
Just a trim to get off the dead bits.
No, I don't want a trim.
I know, no, but we
I want a
can-
style. What? Do you not think
I
that'd
think
look
we
really
should
cool?
keep like the length of his hair. Obviously, it's not up to us, but I'm just saying, like, he looks really beautiful with his long hair, and I'd never just change that just because it's not like.
And he's like a fringe,
You know.
like a side fringe.
Yeah, that is. Okay, there were some other ones that I liked. Let me get those up. That's cute. That one.
Oh, look how short the other one.
What is wrong with you guys? What?
No, Mum.
That's cute. Why is it not focusing on
Cute,
me?
but no.
Guys, I've led it to an argument. They're all arguing. Full on arguing in the back.
You've always said you want it to be long, and now you want it all cut off.
I don't want it all cut off. I want him to be comfortable. And he's constantly just brushing his hair out of his face. I love his hair.
You like trim him a fringe, but like you don't have to cut it all off. Like cut his hair shorter, but not like that short. Like that's like a complete.
Okay, so
like, different
I
hairstyle.
said Esmé wants to have his hair cut as well. What Esmé wants is for him to have a bob.
No, not
I
a bob. I
You
don't
do.
want him to have a bob.
That's what you said.
When he was little, he always used to have like little, like curly, little, cute, little, soft, flowy hair.
Yeah, like me.
That was
there.
like up to here.
When he was
And it
1 or
cute.
2,
No,
he's
it
now
was like
4.
It was when it was like the start of him being 3. He had really his hair.
Yes, but it's just not right to cut it to there. It'll just be harder to tie up if he had like a bob, and that is a blooming bob.
Yeah, but
short,
that scares
long
me.
bob.
What if he comes off and the hairdresser's looking completely different and it's not Jace anymore?
It scares me as well. It won't have it done anyway, so the whole conversations are not just pointless. Okay, Isabelle's favourite. Esmé said this one's acceptable. Jace is saying none are. We're all laughing saying Jace will be like 7 years old with hair down to his knees. Anyway, yeah, I think that one's really cute as well. I'm just clarifying what I mean by no opinions. I don't mean you can't give an opinion on the styles that I've shown. I just mean we don't want a bombardment that we get all the time saying it looks like a bloody girl.
We're not interested in no full
No, we're not interested in these. It looks like a girl, get it cut, you're neglecting him. Because they're just irrelevant, them comments. But if you do like any of those styles, I think they'd really suit him as well. I think they'd really suit him.
goes
He's
back,
got such
so-
a beautiful little face. It's cool, it's at the light.
He's not impressed.
Would you mind just popping them down?
Yeah, why are Mila's shoes in that bowl? Right, anyway, we've just been to Sagres Fortress. It was very beautiful, but very windy.
Couldn't even stand up hardly, never mind talk.
No, it was very, very windy. So you got a bit of montage from there. You didn't get no chatty.
I feel like Cape St Vincent, which is where the lighthouse is, which is the most southwestern part.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be exactly the same. So you might get a bit of montage from there. We were hoping to sleep somewhere around here tonight, but I feel like we'll be rocking.
This might be alright.
There's a camp. Well, it's
lots
not a
of other
campsite, but there's a. I don't know if you'll be able to see on this camera. Oh, you can actually. There's loads of vans parked up over there, and they do look like they're parked for the night. They've got their window all closed up. There's a couple dotted around here, but there's a sign up there saying no parking up here. But I don't think there is down there. So that could be a potential spot.
Even the sign up here only says caravans.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I don't know, but the sign does say no. It shows a car and then a trailer caravan saying no trailer caravans between, was it 10 and 8 a.m. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to drive round to the lighthouse now. So let's go.
Proper 2020 vibes. I don't know if you can hear me because of the wind, but this is proper good 2020 vibes right now. Sunset at the most southwesterly point. son did his job. Everyone clap. That's cool, man.
It just rises again.
Okay, that was one of the best experiences ever. That topped off our trip to Portugal for me. Like anything else, we've got lots more stuff coming up in Portugal, but anything else that happens, that's just topped it for me. I loved that so much. We went to Cape St Vincent, which is the most southwesterly point of mainland Europe, which is what you've just seen. We've actually not left. We actually did leave. We went down the road to like a park up spot on a cliff that we'd seen on the way up. We pulled into it and then we were like, wait, everyone's left that area now. It was really busy before with cars, so we couldn't get the van all the way down it right to the point, so we had to park just a bit down and walk up. But because everyone had left once the sun had set, we were like, we should go back and park there and watch the stars, because when we were here last time in 2020 we did that a few times and the stars here were just absolutely incredible. So we've done that. We've turned around, we came back. There's literally only a couple of vans here now. I don't think that you're able to sleep here, so we're not going to sleep here tonight. We've got a place around the corner we're going to go back to sleep, but for now we're making a cup of tea. It's a bit windy outside, but we're waiting for the stars to come out. We shouldn't be too long. It's definitely dark right now, and we're going to have a cup of tea, like a really cozy cup of tea in the van, and watch the stars. And that's going to tick like a million boxes for me today. One of the biggest things I love doing on these trips is as a family watching the stars at night time. You can't beat it. So to do it here at the most southwesterly point where the stars are insane because there's no light pollution whatsoever, that's going to be wicked. Okay, we're still at the lighthouse. We've all just had a really cozy cup of tea inside. So nice. We've got quite a bit of wind, so just where the sun set, just to the right of the lighthouse, we've got quite a bit of wind. So I've parked the van like sideways to basically block it all, and it's doing a really good job. Watch what happens when we go on the side of the van. It's like full-on gale force winds. So we've got one other van that's here doing the same as us right now. But the stars are insane. Look, the moon's there right now. Every star in the entire universe is out above us. There it is. Esmé and I think are wanting to go up on the roof. Okay, all the lights are off, apart from the lighthouse, obviously. I'm going to throw in a few pictures now, so you can get an idea of what we're looking at.
Esmé, I feel shouting.
Just together. Someone's getting the UFO. It wasn't the satellite, by the way. I'm convinced it wasn't the satellite. It was definitely a UFO. It's hard to tell these days, but that was weird.
Like when you say UFO, some people's backs are automatically up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh dear. But don't you think like now with UFOs and things, it's more like UFO is such a triggering word to so many people. Like no, oh dear. But actually, it just means an unidentified object. So that wasn't an aeroplane. So what was it? That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
No, I know you
I
get
just
that.
mean it's more accepting to say things like that nowadays, whereas 10 years ago you'd just been completely ridiculed by everyone.
But to be fair, guys, let's not play. Listen, anyone that thinks that there's no such thing as other life forms and other planets and other universes out there, I've got to be pretty small-minded these days.
Look at all these stars, and there's so many galaxies. It's not possible that we're the only one that can form life. It's not possible.